WCBI News at 10 starts now.
Good evening, I'm Tommy Lopez. There are new developments in a case against a former Columbus police officer. Canyon Boykin's lawyer says today a judge should toss out one of the wrongful death civil lawsuits against him. This comes as Boykin is awaiting a trial for shooting and killing Ricky Ball while on duty. In this suit, one of the two civil suits against Boykin, a man claiming to be Ricky Ball's father says he's entitled to money. The motion from Boykin's lawyer says Ricky Martin hasn't provided any paternity tests or other evidence. Ball's birth certificate does not list a father. New tonight, we have new information in that Monday night shooting at a Columbus hotel. Police have released the name tonight of the man they arrested today. Police say 24-year-old Parrish Devon Brewer shot his wife in the leg. She was released from a hospital Monday night. A Columbus spokesman says the two had been married for 3 days. Gunshots went through a hotel room window Monday in the incident there at the Columbus Inn and Suites. Brewer is a convicted felon. He's now facing an aggravated domestic violence charge. We told you Monday night that they were questioning a suspect, and the police said they're not sure what led to that shooting. The assault case against a former Columbus police officer has been dismissed. The case against Kenyatta Blair was dismissed today in Lowndes County Justice Court. It was because of a lack of evidence. She was facing a domestic assault charge after an incident while she was on duty. That was in September of last year. Blair was suspended from the police department after that, and she later resigned. Two Northwest Mississippi men face sentencing later this year for stealing tires from the Tupelo Cooper tire plant. Robert Davis of Horn Lake and Marvin Clark Jr. of Olive Branch. They both pleaded guilty to federal conspiracy charges this week. The two had a scheme where truck drivers would take a few tires from each shipment headed from Tupelo to a Memphis shipping yard. The truckers would sell the tires to the men, who would turn around and sell them to others. Both men could face up to 10 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson joins us now. Keith, it's looking like it's going to stay dry mostly for the next couple of days after tonight.
That's right, Tommy. We do have some showers in the viewing area right now. We had some about an hour ago in Tupelo and Lee County. A lot of that has now moved towards Corinth. Another batch, though, coming on in from the west, now east of Grenada, near Duck Hill, moving towards Calhoun City. A little bit of thunder and lightning, but just for the most part, some scattered downpours here. And this line goes back down to Jackson. This will sweep on through during the night. We do have showers in the forecast, obviously, for the rest of tonight. Temperatures will cool down into the mid-40s. We will start out in the 40s tomorrow, Tommy, with a lot of cloud cover as we go throughout the course of the day. That sunshine will develop. We're back into the low 50s by noon, mid-50s by the afternoon. Your full forecast in just a few minutes.
Thank you. Through at 10 tonight, we now know when Alabama voters will decide who will permanently fill that U.S. Senate seat. Governor Robert Bentley announced today that there's going to be a special election in 2018 on the same day as the November federal election. The primary is going to be June 5th of this year. Last week, Bentley chose Alabama Attorney General Luther Strange to fill the seat until that next election. The seat is open because of that man, Jeff Sessions' confirmation to the U.S. Attorney General position. And new tonight, two state representatives in Alabama are continuing conversation about impeaching Governor Bentley. They circulated a resolution in the House today that was later put on hold. It would add new charges from last year's committee hearings. If there are enough signatures, they could send articles of impeachment to the Senate. Tupelo Mayor Jason Shelton has an optimistic message today at his State of the City address. He says the economy is strong. He says there's lots of public-private cooperation in the All-America city. This is today at the Bancorp South Conference Center in Tupelo. He addressed some of the challenges in the past year, like the unrest after the officer-involved shooting death of Ronnie Shumpert. But he praised city leaders for working on solutions. He said there's still work to do in some areas, like developing a public transportation system and attracting more young people to buy houses in the city. The shelves are mostly empty in the food pantry at the Columbus Salvation Army, and the charity is asking for people's help now. Major Alan Phillips says they feed about 40 families a day, and now they're facing a critical food shortage. It's causing volunteers to cut back on the food they put in bags. They've even had to turn families away. Phillips is asking for donations of non-perishable canned foods to help them continue their mission.
The need is very critical right now. The donations are not coming in like they normally do, but typically what we see, the donations don't come in, but the need goes up because food is by far the biggest need in this community.
People can drop off food donations at the Salvation Army office in Columbus on Main Street.
Most of the rain so far today has been concentrated to the northwest of our area. Still a risk for rain tonight, then dry for the rest of the work week. More after the break.
Your first alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson.
Some thunder showers showing up with our live Doppler radar. Basically rain here, but there have been some lightning strikes. As you can see, this batch of activity moving towards Calhoun City right now into Bruce. Some pretty good downpours. We've already seen that in Coffeyville and down towards the south near Duck Hill as we've gone throughout the last couple of minutes. Now, there's nothing strong, nothing severe in this. Some pretty good downpours. You can see with our severe storm threat, well, guess what? We have nothing showing up there on the map tonight. Where'd my data go? I was just going to show you that we have some pretty good downpours. Also down here towards Jackson, just east of 55 now. A little bit of thunder and lightning in this, but some glorified heavy showers moving down through the region. The greater chance for any strong storms going forward tonight. Far southeast Mississippi for us, the air is very, very stable at this point. Looks like just some showers with a few embedded lightning strikes. You can see this area of low pressure zipping on through. There's been some heavier rain back to the northwest. Some of that could pinwheel back in here during the overnight hours. Most of this moisture will be out of here by the time you wake up. But as we go throughout the next couple of hours here, still a risk for some showers with a little bit of lightning thrown into the mix. A lot of cloud cover tomorrow morning. And then those clouds get out of here as drier air comes on in from the northwest. It's going to be a breezy day tomorrow. Winds from the northwest at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. But we will see that sunshine develop as the day goes on. Look at these temperatures right now. Down to the low 40s in Oxford and Corinth. Tupelo now at 49. Columbus, though, 59. So there's a frontal boundary right in here. And that frontal boundary is moving off to the southeast. And we will all wake up to temperatures tomorrow morning in the 40s. Some of you maybe in the extreme upper 30s. Now in Columbus, we will see a lot of cloud cover tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, 47 degrees. By noon, 52. Notice how those clouds start to thin out. And by 4 o'clock or so, we're in the mid-50s, just breezy with developing amounts of sunshine. 52 in Tupelo tomorrow, New Albany 53 in Pontotoc, 54 in Eupora, 55 in Louisville and Starkville, and in West Alabama 53 in Sullivan, 54 in Vernon. Here's that system moving on through. That'll clear out, and then a big area of high pressure swings on in for your Thursday and Friday. Speaking of Friday, this is the home opener at Dudy Noble. Mississippi State baseball, 67 degrees, a pretty nice day. And in Oxford at Swayze Field, 67 degrees is looking pretty good as baseball season begins. 60 Thursday. Now, I do want to mention tomorrow night, 29. So that's going to be the coldest night on the next 7 days, and then we're back into the 60s, home free for the weekend.
Yeah, otherwise looks pretty good for the next couple of days.
And I should mention, too, there could be a few isolated showers Saturday, but by and large, the 7 day after tonight, dry.
Okay, all right. Keith, thank you very much. Well, we're going to some vow renewals coming up next. Why this couple has stayed in love for more than 4 decades. That's coming up next.
You're watching WCDI News at 10 with Tommy Lopez.
Florists say Valentine's Day is the busiest day of the year for them. Our Selena Schaefer looks at how they get all those last-minute orders in.
It's really crazy around here, but it's a good crazy. We really enjoy it with our fresh flowers, all of our gifts. We do a lot of candies and baskets. As you can see, I've probably made up over 50 baskets just in the past couple of days. But it's just a really fun, exciting time just to see everyone come in and try and get gifts for their loved ones and all the pretty fresh flowers that come in, all the pretty colors. So it's just real exciting for us.
For those like Patricia Wyndham who work in the floral business, they prepare weeks in advance for the deliveries and last-minute orders.
I think it's been a few years since we've had this many deliveries, which is a good sign, but we do have a lot of extra help, and we're getting them all out there because we hit Montgomery County and Carrollton County, a lot of the surrounding areas, so we're on it, and we're going to get them all delivered today. That's just great.
Extra help like expert florist Carol Mullen. She's worked at Special Treasures for over 15 years and retired, but comes back to help out on busy holidays.
I'm probably the only florist in the country that loves Valentine's because it gets so hectic, but I like it. I like doing it, so I came back in to help out.
It's a team effort. Mullen arranges the beautiful bouquets, and Shay Marlowe gets to deliver them to the unexpected parties. Marlowe says that she loves seeing each person's reaction when she shows up with the flowers.
They're pretty shocked, especially if they really don't know that we're coming. Some of them are like, "Oh, well, thank you."
Mullen says that over the years she's noticed this holiday is full of procrastinators.
It seems like on Valentine's Day, the day itself, and on Mother's Day, our parking lot is pretty full of pickup trucks because the men wait till the last minute. Now the women will think ahead and they'll get in here and they'll do what they need to do, but not the men. So they just come in with this helpless look on their face like, look, you got to do something for me or I'll be in trouble.
Luckily for those individuals, sales associates like Wyndham and Shay are standing by.
I don't know if people notice we don't even have hours on our front door because we're here until the last person leaves. And that's just how we've always been, any day.
In Winona, Selena Schaefer, WCBI News.
Selena, thank you. We know people all around the area showed their love for people in their life today, flowers or no flowers. Getting married can be the ultimate expression of love. There were some special vows said today. Former WCBI reporter R.H. Brown and his wife Betty, they renewed their vows today. They're celebrating their 41st wedding anniversary. They say their love for each other is just as strong as it was when they first tied the knot 4 decades ago. They say praying together and keeping God first is a big reason why.
It's been very, very confident knowing that I married the right person. She's a compassionate person. The Bible said they too shall become one flesh. It's a process, and the longer I'm with her, the more we began to talk and think alike.
We are good friends. We're husband and wife. We're lovers. We co-pastor together. Everything we do is together.
The couple says they plan to spend another 41 years together. Look at that. I like that. All right, it's district tournament time. You'd think it was a dunk contest out there. Wait till you see all this action coming up next in sports.
Here's WCBI Sports with Tom Ebel.
So many great high school hoop tournament games, there's literally no time to waste. Let's jump right into it. Columbus Falcons at home taking on South Panola. Remember that guy, Denaje Harris. He'll show us a little later. Robert Woodard here gets us going with the 3-ball. Robert had himself a heck of a ball game in this one. Hey, Robert was so good on that one. Let's do it one more time. Here in transition off the missed layup, Robert with the putback jam cleans up the mess. He'd finished with 30 points and 12 boards, and it's Valentine's Day, but there'd be no love on this one. Look at the steal. There's Denaje Harris. My man from South Panola just gets spiked all over. Jam showtime for Denaje Harris. on Valentine's Day. He might have a girlfriend, a family. Give him a rest. Falcons go on to win 50-72. It's the girls' turn now. Columbus Lady Falcons taking on, well, not the Lady Falcons, it's West Point now over to 5-way, taking on Jarkel Joyner. There he is, Jarkel Joyner in Oxford. He starts us off with a nice alley-oop, sharing the love on Valentine's Day. Green Wave answered. Jacorius Hammond here with the 3-ball, but it'd just be way too much. Joyner, he's stealing and dunking all over people on Valentine's Day. Where's the respect? And if that just wasn't enough, here's Jarkel with the through the legs, looking like LeBron with the pass. Oxford gets the win, 78-51. Yikes, look at that one. One more 5A matchup. Oxford taking on New Hope to the girls' side. The Lady Chargers wasted no time. Christina Owens here off the steal on the break, takes it coast to boast the most with the left-hand finish. Oxford leads early on, but New Hope with the answer. Lenoria Abram drives, kicks it to Alex Melton. All she does is drain corner triples. And with the first quarter winding down, New Hope's Janae Tops pulls up for 3 and sinks it. 9-point lead into the second. New Hope squeaks by with the 51-48 victory over Oxford. And we'll head over to 4A action. Amory taking on Pontotoc, who's up 28-20. Here, Pontotoc keeps it rolling. Or I should say, yeah, Pontotoc gets the layup there. That's Blake Gregory. Panthers respond. Jeremiah Wallace drive inside, cuts the lead to 8. Amory would take a 1-point lead here. Fourth quarter, TJ Wallace drives, ties the ball game at 42. But then Ty Jones says, enough of this stealing and the dunks on Valentine's Day. Show the love. Tie High, they win 52-48. More 4A girls action. Corinth taking on the Lady Red Raiders. The Lady Red Raiders get going here early on. Here's a nice dribble, pull-up, jumper. Nice smooth left-hand finish there. Lady Warriors, Kristen Herman here with the drive and the finish. Ties the ball game up early on. After the Red Raiders took a 4-2 lead, here come the Lady Warriors. Nice pull-up jumper, or off the miss. Cleans up the miss. That's Adisha Spence. Corinth gets W 52-48. Go over to Calhoun City now for 2A action. Winona boys facing Eupora. Early on for Winona, down 3-0. Ikrit Bennett gets the ball inside. He knows what to do with it. Nice finish there. Possible contact, cuts the lead to 1. Eupora would answer. Here's Kaim Bell, finds Kaylin Coffey. Nice reverse layup up and under for the finish. There, Kaylin extends the lead to 3. Fourth quarter we go. Tigers down by 7. Javon Davis drains the short jumper. Still down by 57-30. They're down big later on for the Eagles. Coffee, he lays it in one more time. Eupora boys roll 66-36 over Winona. They'll face Calhoun City on Thursday. Staying in Calhoun City, the Bruce girls facing Eupora in 2A action. Early on for Eupora, Jabria Morton, she's going to get the ball inside. She knows what to do with it. Nice strong finish there. Lady Eagles take the lead, but Bruce comes right back with the answer. Jakina Steen gets the ball. She drains the jumper. It's a tie ball game here early on. But later on for the Lady Eagles, Haley Farley, she's going to rob someone on Valentine's Day. Come on now, but she's going to drain. Nice floater in the lane for the finish. And then more from the Lady Trojans. Abby Patton, she's going to get the ball. She drains the triple, but it'd be way too much. Eupora in this one, they get the win 57-39. They face East Webster on Thursday. Let's go over to college hoops. Here's Ole Miss taking on LSU. Here's Antonio Blakeney draining the 3. Rebels down by 10 here in the second half. But here we go again, folks. Terrence Davis is going to heat up. He's going to hit the triple here. Makes it a 7-point game with the answer, and then it's going to be Davis one more time. He's going to, nice jab step, pulls up for 3. It's good. Makes it a 1-point game. Davis would explode for a career-high 33 points. He's going to find Marcavis Hyman. Rebels take the lead, and they don't look back. Outscore LSU 33-7 in the final 9 minutes. Ole Miss rolls to the victory. Unfortunately, with so much basketball, we couldn't get to Mississippi State, but they fell today in Athens against Georgia. Bulldogs, another story again, similar to South Carolina, had a great first half, but Georgia rallied in the second half. We'll have a full recap of that coming up on WCBI Sunrise tomorrow morning. And that'll do it for your sports. Have a great rest of your night. Last of your forecast coming up next.
Some showers out there tonight, Tommy, and this will be moving through over the overnight hours, so we still have the chance for rain during the night. If you have not seen rain, still possible during the overnight hours, but we'll clear it out tomorrow morning. We're looking at some 50s, breezy, cooler tomorrow, 60 on Thursday, 60